Trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Blue 80! Blue 80! 48 right now. Let's go. Let's put them on the bunches. Let's put that team on the bunch. All right, 25 tonight!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! Let's go, team! It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Ryan, complete to Jones. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
Ready, 180! Right there, 54 Mike. Bound to lose 1.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
20, ready to go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, free play. Let's go. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's complete to Grant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Got it. Get ready. 48 months. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there. And they can get that done in this game.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
You can set, ready? We go, work. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Newton. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
54. Right, 54. Man, I got you. Man.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Newton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Get that quarterback.
Now a give right side. Green. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keeps your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now, even though they control their own destiny with a win? Now, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time?
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check, check. Check, 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 check. Hey, Echo.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Green. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Thomas has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, Alpha. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Hey, seam 6.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at about the 28. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 46-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. There's one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 25 on second down, Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Newton. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Vincent Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing on second down, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. 27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 41, Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Hey, right 7.
4th down. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. Switch.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a give, right side. Green.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, back 25. Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 25,
now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 2-yard line.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left.
Hey, 59, Daddy. X3, 218, jump.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On first and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Set. Right there, 54 miles. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Newton on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton looking left sideline, incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Shazier. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
On 1st down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that hasn't figured out in this ball.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Slam, slam, slam. That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A first down carry for Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
21.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Got it.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a run with McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One last throw here for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.